So notes taking is probably one of the most important things that you ever do in hacking, cybersecurity, computing science, programming, and basically whatever you can really do or whatever you're doing. Notes are very, very important. And I have found the perfect application for this. And this application is called Obsidian. It is free. So let me actually show you how to get it, right? So if you just type into Google Obsidian. Now, the first thing that you obviously want to do, make sure is you're not clicking on some advert, because Google, for some reason, is advertising malware sometimes. So make sure that you get the obsidian.md. There should be no other links, to be honest, so just take the first one. Right, and now obviously just get Obsidian for Windows and download for Windows. And once you download it, just save it anywhere, desktop, wherever. Boom, it should download very, very quickly. Right, so once you have it, you just want to launch it and install it, right? Obviously, because how else would you get it to run? So just install for me, yeah, whatever. Right, so once you launch your Obsidian app, what you might want to do is create a new vault. If you have used Obsidian before, you can import one. But if you're watching this video, guys, you're not. So let's just press the create button. Let's put our vault name. I'm just going to call it notes. Now, the location is really up to you. I already made a folder, so I'm just gonna put in there, select folder and create. And that's what it's gonna do, is gonna create a completely new vault, or basically a book for our notes, right? So from here, what you can do is really up to yourself. That's your setup actually. However, I want to show you some cool functionality of this Obsidian app and why is it so great. So if you actually go to the little gear and you come to appearance, what you can do is you can change your theme. However, there's only basically two options, right? So dark or light. However, dark is, for the time being, is such a better option. However, what you can do is you can actually install your own theme. So if you come to manage, you should be able to install some themes. Now, the theme that I really recommend for you is just really up to you. I use Everforest, but that's for a specific thing. It's really up to you. You should just play around. I think Things is what I use daily. Now, the other thing I want to show you is community plugins. So if you basically enable it and come to browse, what you get is you get 2.1k of plugins. Now, I'm not going to give you a specific ones. However, Iconize is actually a very, very useful one. I'm actually going to install that and I'll show you what it does. It actually is brilliant. So once you actually install it, one thing you need to make sure is you need to enable it. If you don't enable it, it's not going to work, right? So once you come to your basically options, just click the gear option, come down and browse icon packs. Now, the ones you actually want is simple icons. Once you have this, it will actually display down the bottom, the display, right? It might take a second. And if you come to the actual note, right click, change icon, and you type in Kali Linux, it's actually going to give you a Kali Linux. Now, there is basically an icon for everything. There is even an icon for stuff like Metasploit, right? So Metasploit, there you go, Metasploit. Right, so I just wanted to show you guys how to organize your folder and actually why I love Obsidian. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a screenshot, and I'm just going to make a screenshot of my desktop, and I'm going to paste this in. Now, one thing I love about Obsidian is because it's an app and it allows you to paste stuff in directly. And this is very, very useful if you make any digital notes like cybersecurity notes, if you're trying to make some maybe hacking notes, whatever you're trying to do, it is very, very useful because it just allows you to paste screenshots in. Now, the one thing I want to show you is, I'll actually show you right now. If I paste a screenshot, what happens is there's a new folder being created. Now, the reason it's being created is because if I don't have this folder, what will happen is all screenshots or all attachments will be all here, right? And this is your main, like the whole structure, which means all your notes will just, you're gonna have notes between screenshots. You don't want that. So what you can do is you can sort all the screenshots or all attachments like files and everything else can go to a specific folder, right? And obviously the whole file, it will be rendered. As long as it's basically pasted into the screenshots folder, it will be rendered into the actual note, right? So let me show you how to set this up. If you come to your gear and come to files and links, come to a default location for new attachments, and you need to select in the folder specified below. You either need to create, you will have to create a new folder. I think you can type this one and it will just create it itself as well. So just make a new folder and select it, right? Once you select it, any new attachment or any new screenshot, it will be just basically pasted into the screenshots folder, right? As you just saw, it basically just pasted it into the screenshots folder. And that just saves you a hassle because now once I close it, I don't even know this folder exists, right? And I can post as many basically screenshots as I want, right? As you can see, it doesn't really It doesn't make my folder messy, it doesn't make my vault messy. It is absolutely brilliant, and this is why I love Obsidian, because it's very, very simple to use it.
Alright, so that'll be it for this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, comment, and please don't forget to also check my other videos, which should be somewhere on the screen. If not, then go to my playlist.